And I guess we're gonna talk about tattoos. The worst one is like I have all of my stomach tattooed now.
Oh wow.
It was like basically an octopus with like a diver's mask.
Oh.
And that was definitely the worst one. So it was terrible. Yeah.
That is
Don't
wild.
tattoo your stomach. That's the worst one, yeah. And one of my favorite ones is this little banana here. Because like Hannah's nickname would be Hannah Banana. So it was crazy. I knew it was going to be with Hannah for the rest of my life. So I got it tattooed on me way too early in our relationship. There's a fiddlehead on the one side and the bee on the other. They were. You know, the worst part about getting a neck tattoo is not necessarily the pain, but it's a week after of like the tattoo artist kind of just making you sit in one spot and you just have a kink neck. So you just a couple of like nice just ducks. It was funny. I got these done a couple of years ago, and we had some friends that raised some ducks on the property, and it was my first time ever like butchering, like killing and harvesting an animal. So the idea was they went out and they were supposed to, it was like a father and son, some of our friends, and they got to get like 2 ducks from this market up here where you can buy, and we had some friends that raised some ducks on the property, and it was my first time ever like butchering, like killing and harvesting an animal. So the idea was they went out and they were supposed to, it was like a father and son, some of our friends, and they got to get like 2 ducks from this market up here where you can buy like animals. And they were just going to raise them in the pond and harvest them in the fall, have like this bonding thing. So they went to the market and came back with like, I think it was like 14 or 16 ducks. And they were raising them in their pond, and they were like, like a bunch of them will get eaten by raccoons or whatever, like natural, like nature will take its course, and like probably we'll have a couple left. And every duck survived and thrived.
Okay.
So at the end of like fall, they had like, I think it was like 14 or 16 ducks, just beautiful, big like ducks. And they're like, we need to harvest all these animals now. So they invited us over, a couple other like farmers and people that we know, and we harvested the duck, killed the ducks, and then cleaned them, butchered them, and then we did this whole dinner called the Dead Duck Dinner for like basically all of our friends, and every course of the dinner focused on duck. So it was like I had to get a tattoo to kind of celebrate the Dead Duck Dinner, which is one of those like moments I'll feel like in my life that I'll remember, like culinary would be like, well, it was the first time ever killing an animal and having that appreciation, respect from like start to finish, which was very fun. Way before the restaurant, like years and years ago. Everything's just like a collection of over time. Hi, I'm Joel Gray, chef of Down Home Restaurant.